Hello, hello, hello. I hope you can hear me. This is Aurelia Davis, the educator's educator, coming to you on a Wednesday evening at around 7 o'clock, and just going to come to you just with a little information about what needs to happen at at your mid-year. This is mid-year for classrooms. Mid-years for teachers. We've gone through October, August, September, October, November, and quickly coming into December. And you basically look at the months of November and December as not being able to accomplish a whole lot at this particular time. You've had your first report card pickup or parent evaluate parent conferences, and hopefully those were successful. And at the same time, you want to have been able to express to those parents things that they needed to work on with their students, or things that you were going to help them work on with their students. And if you were able to form those three groups in the beginning of the school year, that first group, Group A, that those particular students needed extra resources throughout the year. They may have been bilingual, they may have had IEPs, but that's your first group. And they were basically low in reading and math. And then you had that middle group that might have not needed as many resources, but they needed additional help in reading or math. And then you had Group C. So that was Group A, Group B, and Group C is those students that are basically, and thank God, are on grade level. And so you can just start building them up in areas of to take them to the next level. If you're teaching third grade, then you want to start giving them activities that will be connected to fourth grade. You just want to make them continue to give them those added incentives and initiatives that will basically take them to the next level. So that's what you want to do. So as you're coming into the holidays, especially November and December, it's not too many more weeks before the first of the year that you'll have for teaching. And usually this is a time when things are sort of relaxed. You want to sort of relax and sit back. And sometimes you can just sit in your classroom and just look at your students, sitting from your desk, and just sort of do evaluations, single evaluations on children and how far they may have come. And those particular students that still need a little bit more attention as far as resources are concerned. You also want to be able to get into the start preparing for those take home packets. That's what I'm trying to say. Those take home packets where you would give those particular Group A, Group B, and Group C something to do over the holidays. You want to start preparing those. And if you look at it correctly, you would know exactly what to send home with those particular students. If you some of those packets can be individualized, but most of them will probably be like group work, and you still will be able to just give those particular children that need those additional resources some things to do to build up their skills while they are in the holidays. This is so important because as you're coming to the end of the year, most likely coming into the January and February, you're going to start looking at assessments, state assessments that will be taking place. And so you want to make sure that once the holidays are over, and say, for instance, your children were able to work on a lot of those packets that you sent home with them, that when they do come back from holiday, you can start working on the skills that they need in order to be successful on those state exams. You want to work on those skills that they need to be, and that will make them successful on those state exams. And so it's the type of thing where you, as an individual, as a teacher, you take the time to assess what you've been able to accomplish up until this particular point. Have you seen any movement within your students? It should be some growth. I don't care how small it is. There should be some growth in place. You not only are measuring growth as far as skills are concerned, but just maturity, and behavior. There should be some growth that you see in your students, and you want to be able to measure those particular things so that your children can continue to be successful for the end of the year. So I didn't have a whole lot to say. I've been had a very, very busy day today, but at the same time, the STEM cards are still available. If you have not ordered yours now, please do so. Go over to AureliaDavis.com. Hopefully, well, within coming in the new year, I'm going to start taking this particular card set apart and start um, giving you some ideas, creative ideas and activities that you can do with the cards. And so I just want you to be able to tap into. So if you'll need your cards in order to know what those activities are going to be. So go over to AureliaDavis.com and purchase your STEM learning cards for preschool. And like I've said, always stated that preschool is the starting point, but at the same time, you can easily build these cards up so that you can tap into the other grades or just take them to the next level so that they will be able to learn. So this is AureliaDavis.com. Just glad to hear you and see you. And in the meantime, have a great one. I'll talk to you soon. And happy Thanksgiving to you. Bye-bye.